Hey everybody, welcome. Skittzo along with my mother.
Okay, Sands.
And this is One Mic Conversations. We'll be talking about all sorts of things, all sorts of topics as time goes on. This is the first episode, so today we'll be talking about, because it's Sunday, and it is our first episode, we're talking about football and something else. So we hope you listen, you enjoy, and the next episode should be out on Wednesday. So enjoy this show, and again, I'm Skittzo along with my mother.
Okay, Sands.
And here we go. Let's get into the conversation. All right, Mom, it's time for picks. You ready?
Ready.
All right, so let's look at the schedule now. All right, you had picked already because it is Sunday morning, and right now, actually, the Baltimore at Tennessee game is going on as we're recording. So you had picked, even though we didn't say it, you had actually picked Kansas City to beat Denver. So you got one. I had picked Kansas City to beat Denver. That's one for me. All right, now, so we have Sunday, October 15, 2023, the matchup. I'm reading it from ESPN.com. It's, let's see, Baltimore at Tennessee. In the end, who do you think is going to win?
Tennessee.
You have Tennessee in the end. Okay, I have. I'm gonna pick Baltimore. All right, Washington at Atlanta at 1. What you got?
Washington.
All right. The name they chose to replace the other name is horrible. Commanders is horrible. They should have picked a better name.
Yes.
It's a horrible name. And did you know that Magic Johnson just bought the Commanders? I think it was him.
Yeah.
And they talked about possibly a name change, I think. So
well, I think that might be good.
I'm going to go with the Falcons. All right, Minnesota at Chicago at 1 o'clock. Who do you have?
Minnesota.
Both teams suck right now.
I know, but one might be sucking more than the other.
I think I'm going to go with the Vikings also. Okay, Seattle at Cincinnati. What do you think?
Seahawks.
Okay. You know what? I mean, I'm not reading any injury reports or anything like that. I'm just looking at the screen because we're trying to do this fast because, we got other stuff we're going to do. You know what? I'm going to go with the Bengals. Maybe they pick up and actually do something. San Francisco at Cleveland.
Cleveland Browns.
You got the Browns over San Francisco? All right.
Oh,
I
thought about the 49ers.
I got the 49ers. I don't know why.
But I think maybe somehow the Browns might decide, well, let's play today.
I don't know about that, but okay. Carolina at Miami.
Oh, I thought the Dolphins were doing all right.
No, they're doing really good.
Then I'm going with the Dolphins.
Yeah, you'll be watching. Like you said, you're going to watch more games. I'm going to go with the Dolphins also. You said it yourself. You're going to watch more games, so.
Yeah, because I want to see how they're doing, who really is out there trying, who's being laid back.
Indianapolis at Jacksonville.
Jaguars.
Okay, you got the Jags. So do I. New Orleans at Houston.
New Orleans. All right, New Orleans.
Okay, you got the Saints. I'm going to take the Texans because their first round draft pick, the new quarterback, seems to be doing all right. So I'll take a flyer on him. New England at Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Okay, you got the Raiders. I'm going to take. I'll take the Raiders as well. Arizona Cardinals at Los Angeles Rams.
Cardinals.
Cardinals, okay.
That's another iffy.
I don't know. You sure you didn't want to know? I'm surprised you didn't ask what their records were.
Well, I'm going to try and look it up and get a feel.
Well, you probably should have done that before you made your picks, but
well,
we don't have a lot of time. We're pressed for time, so we'll just do it. But this week,
I'll take a look.
yeah, just follow the.
And I can know better after the games are played.
Yeah, but still, well, there's already been 5 games, so I mean, but no, I know what you mean. I understand what you mean. Just look stuff up and get more familiar. I mean, some football. So, all right, let's see. Where is where we got NFL schedule? Okay, so that was. I'll take the Rams. So, all right, Philadelphia Eagles at New York Jets.
Oh, what a call, man.
Well,
I think I'll go with the Jets.
Jets, really? Okay.
Well,
I'll go with I'll have to go with the Eagles. I don't want to, but the Eagles will probably win. Detroit Lions at Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Lions.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Lions too. All right. New York Giants at Buffalo on NBC. 8:20 game.
Well, I'll pick the Giants, and they better come through because they are playing against a team that if they're, not paying attention, can beat them. So
yeah, well, the Buffalo are really good.
That's why the Giants better step up.
Well, actually, Daniel Jones is hurt. So I'm going with the Giants as well because they are my team, so I'll go with them.
Well,
but
then
Daniel Jones is hurt. The backup quarterback, Tyrod Taylor, will be playing, so we'll see what happens.
Yes.
All right, now we have Dallas at Los Angeles Chargers.
Oh, brother. I'll go with Chargers.
I'm going with the Chargers. Why would I go with Dallas? I'm a Giants fan. I hate Dallas.
Except for when we need the Cowboys to win so that the
Giants can get into the playoffs or something. Yes,
there's always that thing.
Yeah, then we want the Cowboys, Commanders, which is a horrible name, or Eagles to win is when
we need them to.
Yeah, for the Giants to get into the playoffs or something. Yep. All right, so that's the pick. Those are the picks for the October 15th, 2023. So we'll see. Oh, and the game Dallas and Chargers, if I didn't mention, is on Monday night. All right, so when we'll put out the next show probably Wednesday, and we'll talk about how the weekend went, how our picks went, and how bad we were at our picks, because most likely we're going to be bad.
Or how good we were.
No, I think we're both going to probably be bad.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. Yes, we'll see. We'll do that, and yeah. So, all right. Sunday night game.
And I just love those Sunday night games.
Well, you don't like the Giants playing at night?
No, I don't.
Why not?
I think they're already tired. They already, they don't want to do anything. Please.
And do you know who they're going against?
The Lions?
Nope. The Buffalo Bills.
Oh, the Buffalo Bills. Well, it's possible the Giants could win if they decide, well, please, let's throw the ball today. Let's not get penalties. Let's run down the field. Let's catch the ball. Oh, no fumbles, no personal fouls, no unnecessary roughness. No 5-yard penalty when you're ready to go into the end zone. Why? Why, oh, why would you want to do any of these? No, sir.
No. Okay. All right.
No fumbles.
Okay.
No, what else?
No interceptions?
No interceptions. No penalties. No deciding, let's let the other team win because we don't want to today.
No, tonight, because it's going to be a Sunday night game, so it'll be
Yes,
Sunday night.
I know. I need to talk to the NFL about Sunday night games. Only 1 o'clock games and the 4:30 games. Sunday night games are just too late. They don't want to play.
And there's Thursday night and there's
yes.
Monday night.
Why? There's Monday night, there's
So
Thursday night,
you do realize
there's Sunday night, college football on Saturday.
actually college football starts on Thursday too. So you have for football now. Recently, the past couple of years, you have Thursday, then you have Friday college football. Sometimes you have Saturday, which is all college football, Sunday, which is regular football, and Monday, which is regular football. So you have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday of football. So that's great. That's terrific.
Is there no other life for anybody but
Yeah,
football
but now they have. But now they
people?
have. But they also have during the spring. Now they also have the
I
XFL
know.
and the
I
USFL.
know.
Did you
Why?
hear that? If it's correct, that let me look it up. That the USFL and the XFL are now merging to become one entity. I think XFL USFL merger. Let's look that up and see. Okay, XFL, Hold Orlando Showcase, and I merger. Okay, XFL and USFL announced intent to merger.
Yeah.
Okay, this is September 28th. Today, the United States Football League, USFL, and the XFL announced their intention to merge. Subject to customary regulatory approvals, and if the transaction is consummated, the new league will establish best-in-class operations based on the most recent seasons of both leagues. The historic combination will anchor professional spring football with substantial capabilities and resources to ensure future growth and continue to enhance the development of the collective players, coaches, and staff that are coming together. More details regarding the new league will be announced at a later date.
Yes.
Well, the USFL started April 15th, 2020. No, the second season kicked off. Oh, this is okay. So if you don't remember the USFL from years ago, but they played during the winter. That was when they Trump got involved and wanted to force a merger. One person was like, no, let's build up our audience, build up our attendance, and then, go head to head with the NFL or force a merger for somehow, or some teams, or just have their own entity. And he wanted to force it right away. And guess what? They won, okay? Because Donald Trump wanted to force it so badly instead of building it up. Then, if you build it up, that means you show you have revenue. You show you have something viable. And let's see, USFL lawsuit. Okay. All right, this is an article that I'm reading from ESPN.com, I believe. They sued for $1.5 billion, it says, in the summer of 1986 in Manhattan court, and they won. Okay, let's see. On July 29th, a jury of 6 found the NFL guilty of acting as a monopoly, but agreed with the NFL's argument that the USFL had done itself more damage. The jury awarded the USFL a symbolic $1 award, which was tripled according to the antitrust law to $3. The total, including interest, came to $3.76. Later, the USFL collected more than $6 million in court costs. By then, it was too late. So they sued to try to force a merger with the NFL back in 86 because of Trump, and they got $3.76. They got awarded them with $1, but with interest, $3.76. So I'm guessing that the actual check itself is probably worth more than the amount you can cash it for, because that would be a collector's item. You know what I mean? So we'll see how the merger goes with the USFL and the XFL. And so what do you think about the Spring League?
The Spring League? Please, Winter League is enough. But I would like to touch note on last Sunday, was it? Or the Sunday before, when they played overseas in Canada.
Yeah, 9:30 in the
Europe,
morning. Oh, you talking about the Toy Story thing? Or you talking about that wasn't this last week. That was a week before, I think.
That was interesting. Although I wish, because they were showing those characters, that underneath they would show also the game.
So that way you could see like how it looked, like
Yeah.
what they were exactly doing and how it was being done. I think
Yeah.
they should do that to show people that you are actually watching the game.
Yeah.
It's just the characters. I thought it was great. And I heard that they did it because to get kids more in the game, which they are. But some kids don't care about football. But if they're seeing their Toy Story characters play football, to be honest with you too, it's a marketing ploy by Disney
be.
too,
But-
for toys probably.
But also, I read, I think it was this week or something, and this has been my take on it for years. Football is 3 hours, and in Canada, there was some little footnote that said how the football game was 3 hours. Here in the United States, they say, "Oh, it's an hour." I don't know
it's 60.
how
Well,
that hour.
it's
Any
60
clock
minutes.
I look at is 3 hours.
Well-
3 and almost half an hour.
Well, that's because it's 60 minutes of actual football play.
No?
Yeah, because they have to cut for commercials. It's 60 minutes. It's 60 minutes of football play.
Right. But
It's not 60 minutes.
3.5 hours of having that game
Well, there's-
on. Not just one game. That is every single game. Sundays. Oh. Monday nights. Thursday
And then there's
nights.
overtime if it happens.
Yeah, why?
Did you know in the playoffs in the Super Bowl, if there's overtime, it'll keep going until there's a winner because there has to be.
Well,
So
then-
like they can go to like 4 or 5, 10 overtimes, and they would have to have a winner. They have no other choice.
please flip a coin.
Do you know that's how sometimes I think they decide? That's the last thing they decide for a tiebreaker is flip a coin, depending on if everything's equal.
And why not just have two winners? Okay, you got 17. You got 17.
Because they still have-
nobody's going anywhere. You're
No,
both
no, no.
co-winners.
No, well, because you can't do that because then somebody has to make it to the Super Bowl. Like they can do that in the regular season. They can have, the sudden death overtime and be, 1-1-1, for a tie. But in the playoffs, you have to they have to keep playing for a winner for the Super Bowl and everything.
And I know in football anything can happen because I've seen it. But I also think it's about who wants it more.
Well, yeah, you always said that. And then you
Yes,
got
I did.
mad when they did the commercial, Who Wants It More? And you kept saying it all the time for years. And you're like, I made that up. That's my line. That's
did.
mine. That's mine. I remember you doing that. Yeah.
They must have heard me
Yeah.
and marketed it.
See, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Well, remember when I first didn't understand some things about football?
Yeah.
And I would ask certain questions like, why do they just fall down? What's the matter? Are they sick?
Well, they're getting tackled. So.
And why do they run through all that mess instead of around? Don't they want to win? Look at all that room over there.
But you have people chasing them, though.
Yeah, but still. And then sometimes, let me jump over the pile. Where are you going? And then, now I never understand this one either. Two players are running down the field, different teams. One's trying to hold the other one off so the quarterback or running back, whoever, can get to that end zone. Why can't the Giants do that?
Why can't they block enough so that way? Or you mean like a
Yeah.
long run?
Yeah.
The Giants don't do that very often right now. Well, Saquon Barkley, I could be saying his name wrong, is hurt. And their offensive tackle is hurt too. So they have a lot of injuries, but they got to do better.
They do.
They got to.
And what's with the quarterback? What's he doing?
Yeah, I know. He hurt his neck. I haven't looked at reports to see how it's doing, so I don't know if he'll even be starting, but I'll check.
All right. Well,
And they
if he
also-
hurt his neck, and
You know-
it's not like, I
Well,
can
no,
shake
he had
it
a
off.
he had a neck injury a couple years ago or last year somewhere a couple years ago. So I wonder if he has a bad neck.
He made
Because he just got a 4-year, $160 million contract, I think. So people are not too happy about the fact that
is
they're
that
not
like
winning.
guaranteed? Even if he gets hurt,
I think 90. I thought I read like 95 is guaranteed. I thought or 90 or that's what I thought. I don't think it was fully guaranteed. I'll have to let me look it up. Hold on. I'll look it up right now. Let's see. Daniel Jones contract details. Here we go. All right, Jones reached a 4-year. This is CBS Sports. Jones. This is from September 4th, 2023. Jones reached a 4-year, $160 million extension with the Giants in March, making him a top 10 paid quarterback in the NFL when he signed the deal. He's not playing like one right now, though. The Giants signed Jones through 2026 with $82 million fully guaranteed and up to an additional $35 million available in incentives. So he reaches certain things that'll be some more. So I'm thinking it's like, I think it
$2 million up front.
No, well, he gets paid yearly or weekly like people do. But $82 million is guaranteed, meaning that even if he gets hurt, he gets it.
Whether he plays or not.
Well, no, he has to. If he's healthy, he has to play. You know what I mean?
No, I mean if he gets hurt and can't play, that money's in his hand.
Yeah, it's guaranteed. So if say if he broke his leg, right, he gets paid for this year. It's guaranteed money. If he broke his leg this year and it took until like the end of next year and the next season to heal, he still gets paid. It's 82 guaranteed. He probably most likely gets it. But I've heard that there's ways to get out of the contract, I think, or not pay him so much. So people are complaining about it's a $160 million contract, but only 82 is actually guaranteed. So after next year, if they feel like to part ways, they can get rid of him.
But he can still get his $82 million.
Yeah, he'll get his $82 million probably. I'll have to double check how it works.
Take it, leave, heal, and then go on a different team.
Well, no, he's like, he got drafted in what year did Daniel Jones get drafted? Daniel Jones drafted.
He's not real old.
No, but he's been in the league. He was drafted in 2019. So 19, 20, 21, 22. This is what, 23?
Yeah.
So he's 5 years in the league, I think. Well, 2019 was his first year. 2020, 2021, 2022, and this is his 5th year. But see, the thing about it is, though, when they first started, they did such bad hirings for coaches and a different offensive things and all that stuff that it kind of messed everything up. Didn't really give them a chance because it wasn't consistent. This is the first time it's consistent, but their offensive line they got to fix. So they've been signing people trying to get it fixed.
Okay, so is the coach or assistant coach or whatever coaches not great this year?
Things are probably just wrong. There's a lot of injuries. It could just be that way.
Well, then why don't they have better backups?
Well, no, they're fine. So it's just
There's seasons where, yes, all your top players get hurt. We got to send in the backups. Well, I want to have
some backups are rookies, and they have to do better signing. They have to sign better people, and people have to step up. It's the way it is,
right.
So
because when you look at it, if for some reason the quarterback can't play anymore, they got backup quarterbacks.
Well, their backup quarterback,
the backup
quarterback is Tyrod Taylor, and their third string is what the hell? I think he's on the practice squad right now.
Well,
Tommy
one
DeVito,
of them's going to be if something happens to the Giants quarterback and he can't play,
Daniel Jones,
and he's out. He gets traded, whatever.
It's the same thing. Well, I don't think he'll get traded. But.
Well, then the backups are going to say, well, maybe I want to be his backup.
It's unfortunate when people get hurt, but but when it comes to fantasy football, you don't want anybody to get hurt. But if they're like nicked up and have to take a few games off, but they can play, they're not, their careers aren't over. They probably maybe, kind of like need to break a couple of games. You can draft a cheaper player, and if they do good, you can win. So like it's you don't want injuries or anything of a player, but when that happens, it's kind of like they're out for a couple of games. I can kind of get somebody on the cheap in the fantasy football though. For the weekly thing and stuff.
Yes, I think football has changed. Granted, players don't want to be taken out where they can't do anything anymore. But, to just have them sit on the sideline for a few plays.
Well, they do that all the time. They do. The only one that doesn't sit out like, okay, if there's offensive plays and stuff, the starting quarterback, or whoever's the quarterback at that moment, or the star of that game or whatever, they don't sit out on the offense because, well, they're sitting when it's defense, they're sitting the whole time. But they'll, like, a running back, starting running back will go off the field for a couple plays of rest. Same thing with like a wide receiver. You know, same thing on defense too. Like, you know, they'll rotate to give a guy a breather and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens with the Giants on Sunday night.
I think it's possible for interceptions to be kind of, what's the word? Prevented.
Yeah, by not throwing them.
No.
Well, no, that's the only way you can prevent. That's the only way you can prevent an interception is not throwing one.
You have the player you want to throw the ball to, and there's the other team right next to you. Why? Why do you think that guy's going to catch it and the other guy's not going to?
Oh, you mean when there's like a tight coverage and?
Yeah, throw it somewhere else. You know they might catch it. Well, and then, you got to hear it. Wow, you wouldn't have had to if you did that.
Yeah.
And fumbles. You always know.
I remember
Hold on to that ball. You fall down, it falls down with you.
Yeah, well, see, that's what I don't understand. It's like, you know who had a very bad fumbling problem for the Giants was Tiki Barber. Tom Coughlin came in. I think it was Tom Coughlin. I think this happened with him. He came in and he had Tiki Barber carry the football everywhere he went. And he told players and other people, I thought this was Tiki Barber. I thought it was him, to go over and punch the ball. If they see Tiki Barber with the ball, you punch it to try to get him to fumble it. And what happened too is that he had him run on the treadmill holding the ball in a certain way, and his fumbling problems went away. I remember when, for a while, that Kerry Collins of the Giants, fumbling was his biggest problem, just like Daniel Jones had a big problem with it. So we'll see what happens this Sunday. I mean, Brian Daboll, I thought was Coach of the Year last year or close to it. So we'll see what happens. You know, I haven't really been looking up much.
If the player is really hurt or has been really hurt, it takes time to heal. Sometimes they're out on that field, really shouldn't be. So if you're not 100% or 95%, then how are you really going to play football the way you're intended to play if you don't
or best to your ability and stuff,
right? If you don't heal properly, and why take the risk of injuring yourself more when that can be prevented?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to get hit again and then you're out and you can't play no more.
Yeah, that's what people are afraid of. And that's true. Like for instance, Aaron Rodgers, right? He got hurt the first four plays into the season. I think he got hurt, right?
Yeah.
And it's because I thought a doctor said that because he had a calf injury. I think maybe. I know he had a calf injury to begin with, or again, pull or something like that. And when he played, because it was all, and then it happened, he tore his Achilles, right? His tendon or something like that.
Maybe.
Yeah. So look, hold on. I thought that's what he tore. Aaron Rodgers injury.
And also, I feel sometimes players on
torn Achilles. Yep.
I feel sometimes, and I've seen this throughout games, though I didn't know a lot about football or may have not watched a lot of football, but sometimes players on a team may want somebody else as a quarterback, may not like the quarterback.
Well, that's what happened with Zach Wilson because people were wearing Mike White shirts.
It's not fair because this quarterback could take you to the Super Bowl if you let him. It's a matter of, he's your quarterback. This is a team. If he's not nasty or mean or vicious to you, help him out. And why don't you guys get to the Super Bowl?
All right. Trent Dilfer, I think, was the one who took who went to Super Bowl with the Ravens, but the Ravens defense was so amazing. But I know what you're saying, but Zach Wilson, right, had to deal with this because he sucked, and he wasn't taking responsibility for it. The quarterback also has to take responsibility for when they fuck up.
Well, then the team should help him and say, look, you got to step up. You need help.
Well, that's what they do. That's what they do. Yeah.
Then we'll do it, but don't just be a D just because you want to.
Yeah, well, yeah. Some people are like that, but most quarterbacks aren't like that. I don't think. But there are times. There are times where. Like with Zach Wilson, right? He was young. He came to the league. This was years ago, and he was a second overall pick. And apparently, from what I heard back then and up until now, well, not now, but he wasn't mature and he didn't take responsibility. I guess it was always someone else and people didn't like him. It got so bad where people started wearing Mike White t-shirts to get the backup quarterback in because he wasn't too bad when he was in. So, well, now he seems to be taking more responsibility because Aaron Rodgers came over in the trade, and I guess he's been showing and he's been learning from Aaron Rodgers, even though Aaron Rodgers kind of is a diva. He is, the way he acts sometimes.
Yeah, he is.
All right, but I think he was showing Zach Wilson probably saying, you got to take responsibility.
Yeah.
It's your fault. It's your
But
fault.
see, that's what that guy needed. He needed somebody to say, hey, look, come on, this isn't working.
Zach Wilson was number 2 overall pick for a reason. They saw something in him and went up and picked him. Okay, when they draft someone, it's multiple reasons. It's either they're drafting him just for a need and they fit that scheme, or they believe that he needs some work, but he'll get us there or he'll get there. That's why they draft him. Sometimes they just don't make it and it's not there. So this season for Zach Wilson, with Aaron Rodgers being out, is a season where he can kind of show if he actually has anything.
Right.
So, his job is basically on the line because I don't think he'll be there after this year.
All right, so let's try and do some rundown on some teams.
All right. Oh, wait. All right, so this is what we're going to do. All right? I did this years ago. Do you remember?
Unfortunately.
What I did is okay, all right, hold on. NFL teams. All right, and I'm gonna test. I know there's a couple of new ones, and I'll explain it to you. Do you remember when we sat there? I was about 12 years old, and we went through the whole entire league. And if you messed up, we had to start all over again. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
I was what? Was I 12? Yeah, we were living down the street. Yeah, I was 12. So here we go. All right, so.
Wait. Well, as we say these, I want to get your take. If you think they're playing good, or if you think they got a chance to get to the Super Bowl or not.
All right. Arizona
Cardinals.
All right. Well, their quarterback is out there mess right now. They're not doing too bad. Hold on. Let me look.
Well, your take on it.
NFL teams standings. Here we go. All right. NFL standings. All right. They are. Let's see, where are they right now? They're 1-4. Well, their starting quarterback is out, and I don't think they're going to keep him. I think they're going to get rid of him and draft another quarterback.
So, what do you think?
They're 1-4. They're not going anywhere.
All right.
I mean, Joshua Dobbs they traded for. He's one of those. He was a backup his whole career, so he's getting a chance. But I don't know I'm not sure if he's playing this week or not.
Next one.
But 1-4. It's possible, but highly doubtful.
All right, next one.
Atlanta
Falcons.
Okay. Atlanta Falcons are
not doing as
3-2.
well as they could.
3-2. Well, their quarterback I heard is playing a little better, I guess, but they're 3-2 right now. The Bucks are in the division, so are the Saints.
We're not
Panthers
there
are
yet.
0-5.
All right, we're not.
So they're 3-2. So the NFC South right now is close because record-wise.
Right.
So Baker Mayfield is with the Bucks right now. The Saints have David Carr this year. So you have 2 new quarterbacks. You have 2 quarterbacks that are new for each team. So we'll see how it goes. All right, what's the next one? It would be. Oh, okay. These are NFC teams. All right. we'll do the NFC first. Hold on, wait. You know what? Hold on. NFL teams by alphabetical order. All right, you know what? I'll just do NFC teams first, and then. All right, so Carolina Panthers.
Thank you.
Oh,
Tell me
Carolina.
Carolina Panthers.
Carolina. Okay, all right, I gave you that one. All right, so they're 0-5 right now. They're not gonna make the playoffs. They're not gonna or anything like that. But they do have a quarterback that they drafted recently, so we'll see what happens with that. What's Chicago?
Bears.
Okay, there you go. Are you looking at the screen?
No, but I know Chicago
Justin
Bears.
Fields. They're not doing too good. So it's up in the air about Justin Fields. So we'll see how it goes. Dallas
Cowboys. They picked up a little bit.
Yeah, well, no, they're gonna go down. They're gonna do what they've been doing for the past 27 years. They and then all the Cowboy fans will start crying. It's what they do. All right. Did you see last year in the playoff game? Did you watch when they all started crying in the?
I don't remember.
Oh my God. I'm a Giants fan, so I'm okay with the Dallas Cowboys losing. All right, unless the Cowboys have to win a game for the Giants to get into the playoffs, then I'm okay with it. All right, so Detroit
Lions. I think the Lions.
They're really good.
I know.
They're really good this year. And they've been bad for years.
Last year, once the Giants were out, I thought the Chiefs were going to win, and they did win. And now I'm questioning if the Lions are going to get there. So
are you questioning it? Are you questioning that they're going to get there where they're not going to get there?
No, I think they can possibly get there. So the Giants
Dan
need to
Campbell
step up.
Dan Campbell has done a great job.
So I need to watch the Lions a little bit more to know if they're going to get to that Super Bowl.
But that trade that they made they traded away Matthew Stafford to the Rams. Rams was a better team. Jared Goff had already went to the Super Bowl with the Rams, but he lost. And Matthew Stafford is at the end of his career more, and he's really good. So they traded, right? Jared Goff is younger, and Jared Goff has been good for the Lions. So it's possible that they may make it. I think they'll make it to the playoffs. Wait, hold on. When is their win-loss record? They're 4-1. Oh yeah, they're going to make the playoffs. They're going to win their division most likely because the Lions are 4-1, the Packers are 2-3, the Vikings are 1-4, and the Bears are 1-4. They're most likely going to get to the playoffs. Most likely.
Who's the next one?
Green Bay Packers. They're not going anywhere. Jordan Love is now taking over for Aaron Rodgers. So I don't think the LA Rams are.
Thanks for saying. LA
Rams. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's 2 I gave you by mistake. All right.
3. Green Bay Packers.
Oh yeah, I did. Okay. Yeah.
I knew them, but thanks.
Yeah. The LA Rams you didn't know because they just moved. All right. Minnesota.
Oh, that's right. It used to be Rams. They're.
Where were they? Originally, I think they were the LA Rams years ago.
Yeah.
And then they moved. Where did they move to?
Oh, the South, right?
Where did they move to?
Not South Carolina, not North Carolina, not Georgia.
They're not named after a state. They're named after a popular city in all right, I think
St. Louis Rams.
That's what it was. Yep. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, so Minnesota
Vikings.
All right, so
they're not doing too well either, right?
No, they're not. They're 1-4. They could come back maybe, but no, I don't know. New Orleans
Saints.
They're doing all right. They're doing good. They may make the playoffs. New York
Giants.
I don't know. We'll come back to that.
If the quarterback is really hurt, can't play, then the backup needs to step up if they want to go to the Super Bowl.
Well, we'll come back to that later. We'll see how that goes. We'll come back to that in a couple weeks. Yeah. All right, Philadelphia
Eagles.
The Eagles are at the top of the division at 5-0, but the Cowboys are 3-2. Cowboys are 3-2, so we'll see.
Yeah.
All right. So, and the Giants are 1-4. Could they come back and things, flip around? Yes, it's possible.
Next few weeks will tell.
Yeah. All right. San Francisco.
49ers.
They're good. They destroyed the Cowboys. So
I remember when the Vikings and the 49ers, I think it was the Vikings and 49ers, were like the meanest teams.
Steelers too?
And Steelers. Yes, it was the Vikings, Steelers. I'm not sure about 49ers, but there were two teams who were the freaking meanest ones you could ever have.
Because the Steelers back then, you're talking about like the 70s, 80s, 70s?
Yes.
The Steelers were the Steelers, their defense was called the Steel Curtain.
Yeah.
And then the Minnesota Vikings defense were called the Purple People Eaters.
Yeah.
So I heard about that stuff. So all right, next is Seattle.
Seahawks.
Yeah, I don't. They are in the same division as 49ers. They're 3-1. 49ers will probably most likely win the division. Geno Smith did okay last year. I don't know if he's going to do the same thing this year. You know, some quarterbacks have a good year. They finally get a start. They have a good year, and then it goes down. So he could he could be like decent for the next few years. You know, can win games and decent. Or it could be like Ryan Fitzpatrick, same thing, win games, but then again, so it's either or Jameson Winston even. So we'll see what happens. All right, so Washington Commanders aren't going to do anything this year. Now, that was the NFC teams. Now we're at the AFC teams. Don't look at the screen.
I'm not. I'm counting down the first letter of the alphabet.
All right, Baltimore
Ravens.
Lamar Jackson is good. I think they'll make the playoffs. Buffalo
Bills. How could I
It's
forget?
tricky, isn't it? Because a Buffalo could be, you know what I mean? Buffalo could actually be a name for a football team, but
the Bills are trying to get better.
No, they're good. They're good. They are. Let's see, the Buffalo Bills are 3-2. They'll probably make the playoffs this year. What was the other team? Baltimore Ravens are 3-2. They can make the playoffs too. All right, next is Cincinnati.
No, Cincinnati Bengals.
Were you going to say Cincinnati Reds?
I don't know.
Well, that's a baseball team. Bengals, yep. The Bengals, surprisingly, are 2-3 and have been doing that great. I think Joe Burrow was kind of hurt.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Sometimes the team starts out 2-3 and then they go on a run and they make the playoffs. Cleveland Browns.
Oh, thank you.
Cleveland Browns, yep. All right. They're 2-2. We'll see what happens. Denver.
Broncos.
Okay. They're not good. Houston. They
Texans now?
Yeah. Well, no, they were all
Oilers.
Years ago. So I remember when they were Oilers. Do you know who the Houston Oilers became?
Houston Texans.
No.
Los Angeles Texans.
No. There were no LA Texans. All right. Do you know? And back in 98, 99, 98, I thought, who did they become? They went from Houston Oilers and became another football team, just like the Cleveland Browns became the Baltimore Ravens.
Well,
what team did the Houston? No. What team did the Houston Oilers become the following year? They picked up and left one state and went to another one. Okay, that's why you don't have the Houston Oilers no more. So what team did the Houston Oilers become a year? Because they left.
They went to Georgia?
No.
They went to the north?
They went to the south. They were south.
That was
south.
when...
It was a team that was not around yet. No, actually, it was around years ago when it first started, like in 1925 or something like that.
Did they go to South Carolina?
There's no.
North Carolina?
No.
Florida?
No, you're not going to get it.
Georgia?
You want me to tell you?
Tennessee.
Ooh.
They went to Tennessee.
And became?
Oh God, Tennessee. I know.
All right. We'll go.
Tennessee.
No, we'll go back. We'll finish this. All right, and then within this, there's going to be that name. All right.
All right.
All right. So Texans are 2-3. We'll see. Indianapolis.
Colts.
3-2 right now, but we'll see. Jacksonville.
Jaguars.
They're 3-2, but they're really good, so they might win that division. We'll see. Kansas City.
Chiefs. There's the Chiefs. How could I not remember who the Chiefs were? They won the Super Bowl last year. How could I
They're
not?
They're 5-1 right now, so they're probably most likely making the playoffs. So
now it could be the Lions and Chiefs.
All right, here we go.
Or Jaguars too.
Las Vegas.
Oh, Las Vegas Oilers.
Nope.
Texans.
No.
Las Vegas.
It was a team that moved recently.
Texans.
What team? What aren't you hearing anymore?
Houston.
We just did the Houston Texans.
Oh, Tennessee Oilers.
No.
Las Vegas.
They just moved. They moved. You want me to tell you?
Go ahead.
Las Vegas Raiders.
Oakland Raiders. Why? It doesn't sound right.
I know it doesn't sound. It doesn't sound right.
It was
They're
Oakland
2-3.
Raiders for however long.
Well, they were I thought they were LA Raiders and they become the Oakland Raiders. Oakland Raider just sounds like it matches.
Las Vegas.
Power off.
Las Vegas. Let's see. What's the name for them? Las Vegas Slots.
Sluts?
Slots.
Las Vegas Slots? Sounds like you're saying Las Vegas Sluts.
All right, Las Vegas Snakes.
No, I don't know about that. Las Vegas. I don't know.
Las Vegas Switch.
What's switch for?
Because they switched.
Oh. I don't know. We'll have to come back to that and see whether or not we can come up with a name. So keep it in your mind as we go along.
Las Vegas Strip.
Las Vegas Strips. Stripes, not strips.
Strip. Las Vegas Strip.
Las Vegas Strip. I don't know about that. With the NFL and where
Las
they
Vegas. I don't know. Las Vegas.
We'll come back to it. All right. LV Raiders. That doesn't even sound right.
Oh.
LA Raiders. Raiders. Remember that sound? All right. So the Raiders are 2-3. They signed Jimmy Garoppolo. They have Devontae Adams from the trade. I think last year. I think they traded he signed or traded or signed. So and I don't think Devontae Adams is happy because David Carr. He liked David Carr because I guess they're friends.
Oh,
and they were.
If you said Kansas City, I would have said Chiefs.
Yeah, there you go. Don't know why you're still on that, but okay.
I just want to get it out there.
This is another Los Angeles team that recently moved with the Rams.
Los Angeles Rams.
But they moved as well. They're in the same building now. So LA Rams, what Los Angeles team is this? There's another one. The Raiders are not in LA anymore. So which team is this?
Wait a minute. It's Las Vegas Raiders. St. Louis Rams.
Nope, no. St. Louis is now LA Rams.
LA Rams?
They moved a couple years ago. The same team moved with them to a one thing. So,
all
right.
It just doesn't sound right.
Los Angeles. You don't know? I'll say the original, where they originally played before. So you don't know Los Angeles? You can't think of anything?
Give me the first letter.
No, man. No. You don't know?
Los Angeles.
They were already in California. Don't look at the screen.
I'm not looking at the screen. California didn't have a freaking football team.
It wasn't called California something. It was
San Francisco 49ers, San Diego Chargers.
There it is.
And what are they now?
LA Chargers. They moved.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. So here's a team that hasn't moved and probably won't ever move.
New York Giants.
Well, no, we already did that.
Oh,
Miami.
Dolphins.
Yep. Miami Dolphins, they're doing good. Tyreek Hill, it's very, very good. They're 4-1 right now, so they might make the playoffs too. Or it's a mirage, or it's real. So we'll find out by the end of the year. All right, next up is New England,
Patriots.
who the Giants beat twice in the Super Bowl with Eli Manning. So that's always 1-4. They're doing horrible. So we'll see what happens with people. Some people say that Bill Belichick may be out of a job after this year. So we'll see how it goes, and we'll see what happens and how that goes. All right. So the next one, New York
Jets.
New York Jets. That's the whole thing we were talking about before concerning Zach Wilson and all that. They're 2-3 right now. So we'll see how Zach Wilson does for the rest of the year. And I heard or read that Aaron Rodgers could come back by the end of the season, so I don't know about that, but we'll see what happens. All right, last two, Pittsburgh
Steelers.
Okay. Pittsburgh Steelers are tied at top of the division with the Ravens, so we'll see how that goes. So we know when they meet, it's going to be a fight. So, all right, they always play good. Okay, so Kenny Pickett took over for Ben Roethlisberger a couple years ago, I think, or last year. We'll see how he does and see what happens. Now, this is the final team we're going to discuss. So, this is the Tennessee team.
Tennessee Titans.
Yep. They were the Houston Oilers.
When you take it, when you just throw it there, my mind is saying, what the fuck?
That's all the time. Your mind says that over anything. I've grown up with, okay, every time something is said, you have this look like what the fuck are you guys talking about? You know, so it was like that when we were kids. Okay, so the Tennessee Titans used to be the Houston Oilers years ago, and then they moved, I thought, in 98, 99, and became the Tennessee Titans. Do you know what the Titans where they originally played like 60 years ago or something like that?
You know, I thought I read it on my,
tablet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indiana?
No. The New York Titans. The New York Titans became the New York Jets. I think that's how it went.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. One day what we'll do is we'll sit and we'll discuss the names of the original of when the NFL started. We'll discuss the names and different how they change and what they changed to.
We'll have to do a shortened version.
No, we'll sit and we'll talk. And okay, so that'll be the next time.
Yeah, that will be.
UConn Huskies football team is not great, but hopefully Jim Moore Jr. can really get them past. They're 1-4 right now, but they were okay last year. Let's see if he can get it up, and see what happens. Sometimes it takes a few years, We'll see what happens this year, see if anything changes and new recruits and see how his recruiting class is.
Okay.
All right,
truthfully,
so, yeah.
I don't care about college football. I have enough issues with pro ball.
Okay.
So anyhow, but yeah, I think anything else can be, discussed or talked about.
All right, so
all
right, so we'll go on to all right. So that's it enough for this. So, we'll go on to the next thing. All right.
Yeah.
All right, now that we've gone through all the teams of, what we just went through, now what we're going to discuss is something that you apparently don't want to do, but are going to do it because you didn't do it 30 years ago. You have said that you are going to watch, Mom, the new version of Goosebumps. Okay, because 30 years ago, you would not watch Goosebumps with me. You would say you would and then didn't.
Because they said you're in for a scare. I didn't want you to be in for a scare.
Me or you?
30 years ago.
Yes, it's been like 30 years.
Yeah. But they made like it was really scary, and sometimes you like
it was
scary
spooky.
Movies.
It was spooky.
I don't like scary movies.
It was spooky for kids.
Yeah, well, I didn't realize that because of the way they presented it.
Oh,
so
I'm gonna. Okay.
You shouldn't watch it and be.
Well,
scared.
I know why. I
certainly didn't watch.
I know why. You the whole in for a scare and how it sounded. So I'm gonna play it. All right. When I go back, I'm going to play it so that way people can hear it, so they can hear what you thought was scary. you're in for a. What was it? What did they say? They said, "Viewer beware, you're in for a scare."
Yes, and I thought,
viewer beware, you're in for a scare.
Kids or younger kids shouldn't be scared before going to bed.
Mom, it was on at like 4:00 in the afternoon. So how is that?
Well, still.
Yeah, but how is that before bed?
Well,
I mean, technically it's before bed, but it's not. It's not right before bed.
Well, not right before, but
No, the truth of the matter is, it scared you. It scared you.
Yeah.
You were the one who was scared. So you would make up things to not watch it with me. You would act like the phone rang that would never rang. I said, "What are you talking about? It's not ringing." You would be like, "It's on silent. Mommy ears can hear it." I'm like, "What do you mean mommy ears can hear it? I hear no phone." You would sit there and talk to Tracy on the phone purposely during that time. So that way, well, Tracy's my sister, but you would talk to her during that time just so you didn't have to watch the show with me. How were you scared of a show for children?
Because they didn't make it like it was for children.
It was spooky.
Look at Nancy Drew now and the Hardy Boys. What the hell is that?
Well, Mom, they were always kind of like that, weren't they?
No, it wasn't like that. Yes, a mystery, but it's getting a little creepy.
Yeah, I don't know if Nancy Drew, that one that was on, is finished yet. It might have finished. It might have ran its course. I'm gonna look that up, and you can watch that.
I don't want to.
Well, it's spooky elements and stuff, but no.
Mysteries are fine.
All right, so let me see.
They get out of hand on something.
All right, let me see how many episodes the new one is. I'm gonna see how many episodes the new one is. All right, let's see.
What?
The new one of Goosebumps. How many episodes there are? Goosebumps. All right, Goosebumps TV series 2023. We'll talk about who's in it too. So, the main characters are, let's see. Justin Long is the only one that I noticed. Hold on. Zach Morris. It's the actor's name, so I just find it funny. Yeah, it's just Rachel Harris. The one who played the therapist. Lucifer. She played the therapist in Lucifer. Yeah, so those are the only two people that I know.
I think Lucifer's
there are
show became a little out there. I didn't like how it changed.
Mom, it's about the devil.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No,
Mom, it's Lucifer. The title, the title of the show is Lucifer. It's about the devil.
Right, but he's different. It's not, all gory and everything.
What do you think it was?
Changing it. No, it was different.
You say it's not about the devil. It is. It's Lucifer. It was about the devil.
Different. Form.
There are 10 episodes of the new Goosebumps, and running time. Let's see, running time for the new Goosebumps.
You ever notice shows nowadays? 6 episodes, and we're done for a whole year.
Well, yeah. Well,
if you notice, 14 episodes.
No, actually, it's 22, 24.
Yes, it was like, I'm watching a show.
But
nowadays,
there's a difference. If you notice, they're more filmed like movies rather than television shows anymore. Like, for instance, Only Murders in the Building, Reacher, Lucifer.
That's another thing.
Yeah, but when Lucifer went to Netflix, it was filmed more like a movie. And if you ever notice, though, that it's 35, like, for instance, what do you call it? Murders in the Only Murders in the Building. They're like 35, 40 minutes, 30 minutes, but it's nonstop. There's no there's a commercial if you don't have the regular.
Yeah,
but there are commercials if you have, ad supported.
It's not the same.
Well, because they have like a 24 episode season. They have some TV shows did different arcs. Like same thing with Friends. They had an arc with the whole thing with Rachel and Ross.
But the thing is,
in the course of the show, but different episodes.
You didn't have didn't you have to watch 6 episodes? Wait, let me wait a year to watch number 7.
Well, no, there does do that. Well, Monk did that. Monk did the 16 episode thing. He would do 8. They would do 8 and then 8 more. Psych,
I don't like
Monk.
it. I don't
That's what they started doing that stuff. But if you ever notice, Monk was filmed more, not incredible like a movie feeling, but more. It didn't feel like a show as much, and it was like more towards a movie each episode a little bit.
Yeah,
I know it sounds odd. I think it's the way they started filming things.
Yeah, but
yeah, so
it's like, what's wrong? They can't, 24 episodes compared to 6.
well, yeah, well, again, if you ever notice, the Reacher episodes are like 45 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour.
I don't care. The other ones were longer too.
Well, there were
And you got more of
it is
them.
true that years ago, a sitcom, you got 24 minutes to 26 minutes of actual sitcom and less commercials. Now you get like 21, 22, 20 full show and like 8 minutes of commercials from like 4 minutes, like 20, 30 years ago.
And then they take the show off.
What are you talking about?
We're not
Like what?
We're canceling it. Like some shows, they end up being good shows. They're short enough as they are. Oh, well, we're canceling them.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
I know.
I'm tired
Well,
of
with
that.
Stranger Things is like that, but they have 13 episodes, but they're filmed looking like a movie. Like each episode is like an hour, 40 minutes, or half an hour, and it looks like a movie. They like Amazon Prime does that. Amazon does it. Netflix is like that. Paramount is like that. Like Paramount is coming out with the episodes of Sonic Knuckles. That's going to be like a 10 episode arc of Knuckles.
Sonic Knuckles?
Well, in Sonic, there's Sonic, Tails, Knuckles. Knuckles is the red one, the red hedgehog with the big knuckle. Is he a hedgehog?
Well,
I thought he was a
something.
hedgehog, but he's something. So yeah, that's going to be interesting to see. So Apple's doing the same thing.
TV has like.
Well, TV is what it was a long time ago. They started going up too much, and they weren't putting as much effort in anymore. Remember when I was a kid, it was hard to pick what to watch. That's why VCRs back then were so successful, because people wanted to watch. Because people would watch one show on one TV and record it in the other room to watch the other episode when it was on at the same time.
But
Then TiVo came out.
There's hardly anything to watch, and you gotta wait a
No. See, that's no. You have a lot to watch, but you don't have a lot of good things to watch.
And you gotta wait freaking 9 months to see the next season.
Oh, you're talking about the ones that are like 10 episodes.
Which
Because
almost everything
Reacher
is
came
now.
out. Reacher came out back I thought it was last February.
I gotta wait so long. Poker Face, Reacher, some other things. Please, I'm gonna forget what even I watched, what I saw.
Well, you are at that age.
No. And then it'll be, we're canceling it. Why? Because you wait a year to put it back on?
Actually, let me see when Reacher premiered and when it ended. Bosch is coming back on.
Yeah, that takes forever too.
Well, it's more filmed like a movie now. So
I don't care. Film like a movie. 24 episodes compared
came
to
out
6.
February 4th, 2022.
Yeah. And now
That's
I
gonna
gotta
be
wait how many more months to watch it?
Reacher season 2. Let's see when that's going on. Reacher season 2. Release
Next
December 2023. Reacher is set to premiere December. Where is it? Hold on. Let me. Hold on. Let me. Here we go. Reacher TV series.
And isn't
Okay, here we go. It is set to release December 2023. That's a year and
I know. That's what I'm
February,
talking
March,
about.
April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
I know.
December, January, February. That's almost 2 years. That's like 20 months.
Yeah, and the writers want a lot of money. Oh, you're only writing
Oh, that
for
might be
6
why it took a little
episodes.
longer, though, because of that. Because the strike, but the strike lasted for 5 months.
But they're writing 6 episodes. It's not like they're writing 24.
Well, if it's when it was in the middle of production, so that's why. No, they should get more money because
yeah, fine, but write more episodes.
Oh, I know what you mean. Like you're not mad at the writers. You're mad at the fact. You're mad at the fact that the corporations, what the hell, what are they called? The production companies are not giving enough money for more episodes to be rewritten. Because they're not giving them the money. They're not paying them for more episodes to be written.
Well, what about people who want to watch them?
Well, the production companies and all that stuff, and they have to pay for more episodes. So, like for instance, they'll go for they'll do a episode order of 13 because they like they look at the pilot, they like it, and they do a order for 13 episodes to see, right? Because that's what sometimes years ago the majority of first seasons were like 13 episodes to try it, okay, and then they would call for more episodes, like a second season would be 24, right? Or 22. Or sometimes they would actually extend the first season so they would film more. Okay, so like if you look at, hold on,
they took off, what was it? Was it Murderous Nannies or something like that? It was, I forget, Hulu, Netflix, one of them. But they took it off the air.
Something.
Murderous Maids, or I don't know, some kind of bull.
All right, hold on. Murderous Maids.
But it was interesting. It was something else to watch.
Well, no, you're not talking. Oh no, you're not talking about that 1930s thing. You're talking about something else.
Yeah. No.
Devious Maids, was it?
Devious. That's right. Devious
Maids. Is that what you were talking about? There it is.
Yeah. 2 seasons.
Well, Devious Maids was on. There's 4 seasons.
Yeah.
From 2013 to 2016, but you watched it later on.
Yeah, I watched it later on, and all of a sudden, where's season 5?
Well, it's not there. That's why.
Yeah, I know.
So, I understand your frustration with that because, you see shows, and nowadays with the streaming, you never know. Like normally it was the fall. You knew in September or October.
Well, you were watching for next year.
But this is different because of the writer's strike, they're probably going to cut down on some of the episodes.
Oh, they already did.
No, that's different. But I'm talking about the strike. Either they're going to push more episodes out, it's going to go farther, or they'll do double episodes. They're going to do like something like that. We'll find that out at the end, and we'll talk about that at the end. But, it's good that I think it was a writer's strike. They got their stuff. And now I think it's the actor's strike now. Is that it?
Oh, God.
I'm not sure. No, I understand. You want to watch TV. You want to enjoy it. You want to sit and enjoy it. I get it. But also, so we're going to start talking about different shows also as well. So like with the Goosebumps, what you said you're going to do, what you agreed to, was you're going to watch every episode, talk about every episode. After you watch it, come on here, talk about it, and talk about if you were freaked out or spooked out watching it or whatever, what you didn't like about the show or what you liked about it, and we'll... look up the first episode of Goosebumps, the title, to see how you respond, just what you think the episode is about. All right, so hold on. Okay, let's see. Let me look that up. Let's see. Goosebumps 2023. All right, Goosebumps 2023 TV series. The first episode number 1 of the new series is Say Cheese and Die.
Oh, great.
What do you think that might be about? Say Cheese and Die.
somebody's picture being taken, or their expression or look at something they see.
Okay, it could be a picture. It could be a picture. It could be what they're looking at. So you're gonna watch Goosebumps, a new series that you refused to watch 30 years ago with me because you said it was too scary for you. But we'll talk about that on Wednesday, as well as our picks that we made for football Sunday and Monday Night Football. We'll also discuss our picks for Thursday Night Football. We'll talk about the games. We'll talk about pretty much anything and anything else that we could, have a conversation about. This is our first episode. It's the end of it. Well, not the end of the program, but the end of the episode. And, this has been fun. Have you had fun, Mom?
Yes.
So, so this has been One Mic Conversations with me, Skittzo, and my mother.
Kay Sands.
All right. So anything else you want to add?
Yes. Looking forward to our next conversation.
All right. No, so am I. And we'll, talk Wednesday. And that'll be the next episode is Wednesday. All right. Thanks for listening. Appreciate it. And Skittzo and
Kay Sands.
out.